The invertebrates, reptiles and amphibians of Madagascar already lived here when the island separated from Africa 165 million years ago. The birds and bats easily flew here, crossing the 400 kilometres of the Mozambique Channel. But the great enigma of the island, to which scientists have still not found an answer, is the origin of its land mammals. This is a brown lemur, one of the 33 known species of lemur that today live in Madagascar. Just a short distance away, another lemur, in this case a black and white one, observes its small, noisy relatives. All lemurs are herbivores and insectivores, and if resources are abundant, they avoid competition, being tolerant and even playful with other species. But this black and white lemur, who just wants a bit of peace and quiet, doesn't seem to be at all amused by his neighbours. The lemurs are the most representative animals of Madagascar and the ones with the most mysterious origin. In evolutionary terms, they are closer to the ancestral primates than more modern types of simians, and their appearance and behavior has led man to consider them, since the time they were discovered, as strange beings halfway between animals and spirits, which has earned them their name, lemur, a Latin word meaning the spirit of the dead. Nonetheless, these agile prosimians are quite simply the result of an evolutionary path different from that of the monkeys, large simians and human beings with which they share distant common ancestors. The lemurs are not the only land mammals in Madagascar. Among the half-light of the jungle floor, a group of ring-tailed mongooses approaches, sniffing in search of small prey. A family of lemurs attentively observes them. The mongooses do not pose a threat for the lemurs, but their appearance is very similar to that of the civet, the largest carnivores in Madagascar, and it's best to make absolutely sure and not let down your guard. In Madagascar, there are only 9 species of carnivores, and all of them, except the civets, which were introduced by man from Asia approximately 2,000 years ago, are endemic to the island. The crowned lemur does not take its eye off them. These ring-tailed mongooses feed on insects, eggs and small rodents, so for the family of lemurs they are completely inoffensive. So both families ignore each other, and the mongooses and crowned lemurs go their separate ways, continuing their search for food. Except for the bats which flew here and those introduced by man since he first settled on the island, the origins of Madagascan mammals remains an enigma. All of them are unique in the world, and all of them appeared after Madagascar had separated from the continent. So scientists continue to come up with theories in response to a simple but inexplicable question. How did they get here? 400 kilometers of open seas separate the island from the African continent. This was the challenge for mammals that wanted to reach a land where there was no competition. Today there are two theories as to how they could have done it. One maintains that between 45 and 26 million years ago, when it is believed the mammals of Madagascar began to evolve independently, there were two land passes in the Mozambique Channel, which the mammals simply crossed on foot. But the most widespread theory speaks of a more exciting adventure, a journey across the channel on small islands of vegetation or floating branches. Like this intrepid gecko, small mammals could have also drifted across the sea and colonized the promised land of Madagascar. And those involuntary sailors would have been the origin of the diversity of endemic mammals on the island today.